Call this regular meeting to order. Call roll.
Mayor Querom.
Here.
Councilmember Swanson.
Here.
Mabry.
Here.
Gomez.
Here.
Newman.
Here. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have any public comment tonight to get started?
Where's Rachel?
What's that?
I thought Rachel was going to be here tonight.
No, she is not. She changed her mind.
Chickened out.
Yeah, she chickened out. Is that the only public
I'm
comment? We'll go to the approval of minutes to Commissioner Newman.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that we approve the minutes from our regular council meeting on November 4th, 2019.
Second.
Motion's been second. Any comments, corrections? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye. Now we'll go to approval of invoices to City Clerk Nelson.
This period in the Department of Accounts and Finances, we have invoices totaling $1,185,866.94. In the Department of Streets and Public Improvements, we have invoices totaling $205,690.50. In the Department of Public Safety, we have invoices totaling $412,371.77. And in the Department of Public Property and Utilities, we have invoices totaling $1,517,639.20. Mayor, all council members present have confirmed their reviews of all invoices and now are submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve the invoices as presented.
Second.
Motions and second. Comments or corrections? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye. Now go to regular business and City Clerk Nelson.
Next on the agenda is the first reading of Ordinance O-19-023. This is an ordinance levying taxes for corporate purposes for the fiscal year commencing on the first day of May 2020 and ending on the 30th day of April 2021 for the City of Princeton, Bureau County, Illinois. Again, this is first reading. Mayor, all council members have reviewed this ordinance and it is submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve I move that we advance ordinance O-19-023 to the second reading.
Second.
Motion's been second. This is, we do this every year. Unfortunately, we've been talking about the police and fire pension liabilities going up, and we do have the final numbers on the fire. So together, police and fire pensions have gone up $348,382.30 over last year. And ultimately, that results in an increased EAV of 3.872% to property tax, city property tax, which also includes the library's levy, which is an increase of just under 1%. So, positive thing on this is that the state has been working on the pension problem, and this past week they did vote to and pass to consolidate the police and fire pensions into one account. They look at a bigger pool of money means a larger returns going forward. However, there's still a $134 million in unfunded liabilities in public pensions statewide. So it's a start, and at least they've got something off the ground, which is a good thing. So that's where we are. Any comments? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is ordinance O-19-024. This is an ordinance amending the annual budget for the fiscal year 2019-2020. This is the first reading, and Mayor, all council members have reviewed this ordinance, and it is submitted for disposition.
I move that we advance ordinance O-19-024 to the second reading.
Second.
Motion's been second. We've been doing this on a yearly basis as well. Nothing significant in this amendment. Just some updated line items that accounted for the fire ambulance loan revenue as well as the bond revenue for the Euclid project and the CDBG grant, since those were not yet approved when the original budget was approved. So, any comments? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querom.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is ordinance O-19-025. This is the first reading of an ordinance amending the city code permitting cannabis adult uses north of Interstate 80 in manufacturing districts M1 and M2. Again, this is the first reading. It's a Plan Commission recommendation. And Mayor, all council members have reviewed this ordinance and it is submitted for disposition.
I move that we advance ordinance O-19-029 to the second reading. I'm sorry. Ordinance O-19-025 to the second reading.
Second.
Motion's been second. This is the Plan Commission met this last week, and they expanded the zone for dispensaries, so it's going to include M1 and M2. And from the zoning perspective, again, this is north of Interstate 80. From the zoning perspective, this is a fair proposal. So, any comments? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
No.
Gomez.
Nay.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye.
Next on the agenda is Resolution R-19-039. This is a resolution rescinding Resolution R-19-038 and also acceptance of the chemical bids. Mayor, all council members have reviewed this resolution and it is submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve resolution R-19-039.
Second.
Motion's been second. Any comments?
I'll just make a comment that Resolution R-19-038 at the last meeting accepted the chemical bids that were available at that time. We've noticed that we made an error in collecting those bids, and that there were two other bids that were not opened up. Actually, three bids that were not opened up. So we are rescinding that acceptance of bids and including all the bids in one packet as they should have been originally.
Any further comment? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mabry.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. Thank you, Pete. Under City Manager Report, the Princeton Fire and Princeton Police actuarial reports have been updated. They have up-to-date calculations. If anybody's interested in viewing those, they are open for public inspection at City Hall. The early retirement incentive, I'm going to move that forward. We'll have a new city manager on board hopefully soon, and we're going to let the new city manager pick that up and move forward with that. So we'll discuss that in the next 2 to 4 weeks. Under Mayor Report, I have tourism budget discussion on an idea going forward. As you know, Kim Fry, our Chamber Director and Tourism Director, has resigned, and the Chamber is in the process of posting for the new position, which will include the Chamber Director and Princeton Tourism Director. So a couple years ago, when we moved tourism to the Chamber, we passed an ordinance establishing the Tourism Director position at the Chamber under the direction of the Chamber Director. And we established that the Tourism Director would then be charged with budgeting 60% of our tourism funding, with the City Manager, who was a Chamber Board member, with her or his direct participation, and then implementing the projects and then seeing that they are completed. And that would have been done directly by the Tourism Director. This has been a success. It's worked very well, and it relieves responsibility for the City Manager, as once the budget is complete, the tourism budget, and the projects are set, the City Manager is not directly involved in tourism going forward as a Tourism Director, and the Board ensures the budget is adhered to and that the projects are completed. But then the City Manager has left the budget, the city's portion of tourism funds that we've always kept back, which is about 40%. And not only budgeting it, but then the City Manager needs to implement the projects and then see the projects through to the end. So it's a lot of work, and basically it's a duplication of responsibilities. Seemingly unnecessary to have two individuals involved in budgeting and implementing and overseeing tourism projects through to the end. Also, the Tourism Director downtown many times does not know what the city is doing with the 40% funding that we hold back. So it's kind of sometimes be a little bit of a confusion, miscommunication. So tourism is really no different than any other city department with a budget. So it makes sense, from my perspective, that the Tourism Director budgets 100% of our tourism funds with direct participation of the city managers, just like it's done now. So then once the budget and the projects are set, the city manager is relieved of tourism responsibilities completely until the following year's budget, when it all starts up again. But during the city's budget process, if this works through, we'll have to revise, amend our ordinance. The city, every year during its budgetary process, will provide the city manager with their wish list of tourism projects that they would like to see completed, such as, for example, adding benches to Main Street or painting more poles north of Interstate 80. The city manager would work with the tourism director during their budget process of working the city's projects into the budget. The tourism director would be accountable as any department head is, and the tourism director would provide the city with quarterly reports that we would request be given during council meetings. And there are some things that the city that is mandatory that goes through every year, such as grants, monies that goes to the depot and Lovejoy Homestead. Those would continue. They would just be overseen by the city manager and the tourism director. The tourism director would oversee and make sure that those items get taken care of. So that's it. So basically, we'd have an ordinance at our a revision of the ordinance at our next meeting. I think that have to go through 2 readings, probably. Yeah, go through 2 readings. So that's the game plan. Comments? Okay, great. Board appointment. Go to Commissioner Newman.
I move that we appoint Michael Ziering to the Historic Preservation Commission for a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2022.
Second.
Motions and second. Comments? Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mavry.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. City Hall will be closed on Thursday, November 28th, Thanksgiving, and the day after Thanksgiving, Friday, November 29th, in observance of Thanksgiving. Do we have any old business? Any new business? Any public comment?
Mayor, if I could, we need to mention that this weekend coming up isn't the Main Street open houses for all the merchants. So you just want to bring that up. That's a great weekend. They got a lot of neat things planned, and I think you're doing the tree lighting. Does that come up too?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I totally slipped my mind. Yeah, this is Christmas open house this weekend, and Ray's correct. We have a Christmas tree lighting up at the Aris Miller Park at 6 o'clock. So it's going to be not only the Christmas open house. We got a playoff game for the semifinals in the Princeton Tiger football. They'll be playing Byron, so it's going to be a very busy weekend. We're going to have a lot of people in town. Hopefully the weather holds up, and get out and shop Princeton first. And go Tigers. Any other public comment? We'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting and reconvene at our next.
I move that we adjourn our meeting this evening and reconvene for our next council meeting on Monday, December 2nd, 2019, 7 o'clock at City Hall.
Second.
Motion is second. Call roll.
Councilmember Swanson.
Aye.
Mavry.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. This meeting is adjourned, and thank you all for coming.
Joel, you didn't mean Princeton Tigers, right?
Not Byron Tigers, right?
Oh, that really upsets me.